Just hope it doesn't become Sonic.exe in terms of... Oh my god, I hate Sonic.exe so much. Yeah, it's not scary. It's like, oh, Sonic's eyes are bleeding, blah 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 blah. And it's just stupid. It's the worst creepypasta. But yeah, I used to watch this show called Bad Creepypasta on YouTube, which it's pretty funny, but I found that it just started delving into them being mean to like kids. Because clearly these are stories that are written by like, 12-year-olds who don't know how to write, or some of them like don't know English that well. And it's kind of mean to pick on their stories for that. I mean, it's fine. Anything can be picked on, but they just got like really mean. They're still funny. Don't get me wrong. They're still very, very funny. I don't know. I haven't watched them in a while. I don't think they make it anymore. But when I was younger and was watching that, I got a real hate boner for creepypastas. Clockwork or Time Is Up is the... Oh my god, Clockwork is the fucking worst one. Sonic EXE be like blood, distorted music, and sound effects. Ooh, that's all it is. And, oh my god, I don't want to get on a rant about creepypastas, but the best one, or one of the best ones, is the Godzilla NES creepypasta. I used to love Sonic.exe, and now I still kind of do, but it's more ironic now. Yeah, I mean, I'm the same way with, like, Jeff the Killer, I guess you could say. Like I said, I used to be really into creepypastas, and then I kind of got a hate boner for them because of this video, and I was, like, in that young, edgy phase. Jeff was overrated AF. He was! And, like, oh my god. I don't want to, like, go on a rant about creepypastas and stuff, but there's some fucking bad ones out there. I have a plushie of Sonic.exe because I bought it for a video about Sonic.exe that I meant to make last year but never did. No, it's just the cuddliest plushie. I mean, how hard is it to make a Sonic.exe plushie? Just get a Sonic plushie, get some Sharpie, just color in its eyes. Jeff the Killer was at least got a reboot from the original. Yeah, the Jeff the Killer reboot wasn't that bad, I would say. I liked the idea of like at least you can die with an axe with a sandwich. I like the idea when people started making like kind of Jeff the Killer fan characters, and some of them were really cringy, but some of them were really good. It's just a custom-made plush from Etsy, super well made. Oh wow, that's really cool. Jane the Killer. Yeah, exactly. I liked the idea that people were kind of making characters kind of based on Jeff the Killer, and I like that whole... People were kind of building a whole shared universe around it, and I thought that was really cool. I mean, it's a little bit cringy, but it's also kind of cool. But I like... Just like how I love when people try to do, like, Sonichu remakes, I like when people try to, like, spin shit into gold, you know what I mean? I like it when people, like, try their best to turn Jeff the Killer into something interesting. It backfires most of the time, don't get me wrong. Oh, you know what? The best creepypasta, my favorite one, the one that actually scared me and really stayed with me was, it was called No End House. You guys heard of that one? That one, like, genuinely gave me nightmares. Lost episode creepypastas or more edgy YouTube poops with today. That's exactly what it is. Jane the Killer wasn't the creator of Nazi fetish person. Not necessarily. I mean, there was a story written about Jeff the Killer or Jane the Killer that got pretty famous, and that was written by a Nazi fetish person. The fan comics were interesting. Oh, like the Jeff the Killer creepypasta fan fictions or fan comics. I mean, out of all the, like, you know, creepypasta characters, the one I still really like is Slenderman. Not great but intriguing. No End House got a sci-fi. That's right. I remember they did a bunch of it was like an anthology series that tackled a couple different creepypastas. I remember it did No End House, it did Candle Cove, it did what is that one? The Russian Sleep Experiment. One of my main OCs from my YouTube channel is pretty much a parody amalgamation of Darkiplier, Sonic.exe. Oh my god, Darkiplier. Fuck. Channel 0, No End House is one of the C. Yeah, I gotta check that out. I remember being really excited about that when it came out. Some creepypastas came, memes like Herobrine. Herobrine was hilarious. Herobrine was great. I like how the Minecraft, that was like one of the first big game creepypastas. Missed chance to make Herobrine his final Smash. Oh my god, why didn't they put fucking Herobrine in Smash? That would have been hilarious. But that was one of the first big, creepypasta indie horror school. Oh, like creepypasta, like horror movies or horror games? Like, what do you mean? Who the hell is Darkiplier? If I remember correctly, it was a dark version of Markiplier that he made in some of his videos. And, I think it was meant to be a joke, but then people started, taking it really seriously. Like, I remember reading some creepypasta, or some fanfictions on Wattpad that were like, Mark had a demon inside of him, and there was a Jacksepticeye one too. It was like Glitch Jack or something. Yeah, the fan fictions were about them dealing with their demons together. Oh my god, the chat's going nuts. Darkiplier is a character from Markiplier. Yeah, he's an evil version of Markiplier. Oh, he's from the fandom? I didn't know that. Slenderman was simple yet effective. Yeah, no, Slenderman was awesome. He reminds me of I don't know, just the way he was written. He seems like a Stephen King thing or something. Then the trash movie. Oh, the Slenderman movie that was made 11 years too late. Yeah, no, I remember that one. I didn't see it, but I saw Red Letter Media talk about it. And they didn't like it. But they don't like anything, so that's not true. They like some things. Which Slenderman movie? The theatrical one. It was probably Blumhouse. Blumhouse movies are what are they like? Okay, all these art house film buffs, they always talk about how Marvel movies are the film equivalent of fast food, and they're not wrong. Blumhouse movies are the food equivalent of a TV meal. No, Blumhouse makes some good stuff. What's a Blumhouse movie I saw? Did he produce Color Out of Space? They're all trash. Which one? Oh, all the Slenderman movies? Yeah, no, I agree. Who made Color Out of Space? Was that Blumhouse? The thing that bothered me about the Slenderman movie is they cast the absolute perfect actor to play Slenderman. They barely had him in the movie. Yeah, they had what is that guy's name? He's a Armenian guy or something with crazy limbs. He's that other dude who Guillermo del Toro really likes. I remember when in school you talked about Squidward suicide. Okay. When did I talk about Squidward suicide? I don't know, I didn't read it. Scariest thing about Slenderman is the Slender family. There's a Slender family? Didn't know about that. Squidward suicide was kinda okay. The actor they hired to play Slenderman has a condition that made his arms and yeah, no, I remember him. I remember hearing about him. Yeah, Squidward suicide I remember being it was bad too, but it was one of the okay bad ones, you know? Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see the Slenderman movie. I didn't feel the need to. Didn't it it was gonna be rated R. You had it as your background on your PC. I don't remember that. I just remember all those creepypasta images were oh, black and white and bloody eyes. Blah, 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 blah. You know what? I think you're confused because I had I remember having Golden Freddy from Five Nights at Freddy's with the black eyes. Ben Drowned was okay. Ben Drowned wasn't really a creepypasta. It was more of a ARG, I guess. And what's interesting about it is all the glitches that happen are in game. There's no technical wizardry or anything. It's just the guy messing with the game in engine. Which is pretty cool. The guy put in genuine effort. All those lost episode glitched out game creepypastas, they're all bad. I didn't really like the Godzilla creepypasta. That's fair. The there were some parts where I was like, okay, come on. Like the part where it's like, oh, my dead girlfriend was speaking to me through the game. Blah, blah. It's like, really? Did we need that? Do we need that in a creepypasta about the Godzilla NES game? I also thought it was weird how, like, he kept saying, like, oh, then this monster showed up, which I thought was weird because he wouldn't show up in the movies for another 15 years, so why was he in this game? And it's like, yeah, why was he? NES Godzilla is great, but its length will turn a lot of people... That is true, it's way too long. I do think creepypastas are great, but it has the same problem as YouTube. Anyone can... That's the problem. That's the exact problem. The scariest thing about Godzilla NES was reminding that Godzilla had a shitty NES. Yeah, that's true. That is true. NES Godzilla is like the Snyder cut of creepypastas. You're exactly right. That's hilarious. Clockwork, your time is up. I hate it not because it's badly written. What's in the story? For the same reason I hate Life is Strange. It is oddly similar. The protagonists of Clockwork and Life is Strange are oddly similar.